getting into the rhythm of recording things while I do it is extremely difficult for me. When I start something, I just kind of get into it. I don't take pictures or anything. No, that's not good, but because I do want to document everything I do, and I want to put in these videos for you guys, but it's definitely an adjustment in your work style. So we got some alcohol, getting all the crap off it, and they are painted, so as long as there's no wax or anything like that on them, should be in good shape. I guess they're scratched up, so I don't feel that bad. I believe these are the American Muscle ones. Pretty sure. Which apparently is the best ones. I don't know. Some have 5 vents. These have 3. Some have just like the... I think my favorite are the ones that just have the cowl scoop. Or whatever. Just the one that goes the other way. But whatever. I plan on getting the rear window one sometime, but they're really expensive, and I only buy things off Craigslist. So we'll have to wait for a used one, or I've been watching a couple videos on how to make one. If I can find a sheet of enough metal, I think I might try to do that. Get a nice video on that for you guys. So we'll have to see. So this should be enough, I would assume. Well, goodbye paint. So a little chunk out of it right here that I'm not too worried about. Might take a little sandpaper to it now. And probably the next time I do this, I'll get some body filler and touch that up. But for this first stage, it's not really gonna matter. Okay, we're gonna call that one done. Rinse and repeat, number 2. Uh-oh. So we even got a little bit of a crack going on there. Not too worried about it. Let's see. Oh, much better. Yeah, it's definitely cracked through there. Huh. Never even noticed. Let's see. Alrighty. I'm not very happy with that crack. It's pretty far. So I'm at least gonna, so you can push up on it. Kind of cracks apart. I got the thingy, whatever you call these, plugged in. I'm gonna, when that warms up, just behind, just do a little bit of like a plastic weld, help it out a little bit, but back to same. and do the little soldering on this guy. Yeah. So you guys like this, don't you? Well, it's pretty simple. All we're gonna do is come here, wear a mask. Down here, you see that crack going through there? All you gotta do is get all this extra crap off your thing. We don't want that. Just take it if you can. If somehow your little cheap soldering thing lets you put like a screwdriver end in it. Sometimes they have like a screw here, you can unscrew it and put any tip in it, put like a screwdriver tip so it's flat. I just use mine on an angle though. Just melt and push it back each time, just like welding. Make almost like a bead. The deeper you go in, the stronger it's going to be. I like to overextend it a little bit. Just fold it over, roll the melted plastic. See if we can get all the way into this corner. That'd be good. You can add some on top just to strengthen it, but that should be alright. Let that cool off. Unplug it, and that's it. Yeah, I guess there is a couple more little defects in the parts than I remembered. I don't know if that's from me transporting them and moving them around, or they were like that when I bought them. I don't even remember what I paid for them, to be honest with you. It might have been nothing, like $5 or something. I just didn't care. Planned on fixing them. But yeah, they just sat around, so just now getting to them. Because, yeah, the whole paint thing I didn't want to buy. And there was a stage where I didn't really want louvers on my car, because I just wanted it to be super clean. Didn't want wanted it to look more mature than that. And then I went through a phase where I was like, oh, I could probably sell them. Because when I found out they were the, I don't remember how, if there was some marking on them or whatever, that they were like the American Muscle ones that were worth like $200 something. Not about just selling them quick. But that never happened either, so here we are. So I'm going to give them another wipe down with the alcohol. And should be ready. So it's fun. So much of the shine's going to just come back. Oh yeah. The alcohol is nice because it kind of gets rid of any contaminants, any wax, anything like that. It's like wax grease remover. Cleans it, but it also evaporates super quick. So I don't have to worry too much about drying it necessarily for putting paint on it, which is good. Because I want to do this like right now. I don't know why I feel like I'm in a rush, but it's just because they've sat so long. But it should be fun. Make sure I don't get any dust particles and these little cracks and stuff. If there's dust particles on it, paint's not going to stick, especially when we're using really, really cheap paint. So we got some probably dulled things. Gonna hop over quick. Alright, gave it a little more sanding right there. Just because the plastic welding process might have raised or lowered something like that. I'm actually just going to go through and do this a couple times. Just make sure they're wiped down super good. I don't want anything left on there. See how this turns out. Alright, let that sit for a couple minutes, get back to it. Okay. Alright, we got a new battery in, you guys. New can almost ready to go. We're going to start laying some thick coats down. Closed the garage door because it was getting a little windy. I don't want too much stuff blowing into it. Sweet, we'll give that another 10-15 minutes. Alright, another coat, let's go. And do it from a different angle this time. Make sure we get it all covered. if it's picking up at all, but I think it's because I mixed brands of paint. But do you see how it gets all smoky and milky in there? Oh, that's super weird. And here a little bit too. Man, I really hope that like fixes itself or something. Oh, whatever. We'll let it sit. See what happens. You see all the little dots in there? A little red spot there. That's from not cleaning it well enough. All those little specks are probably just particles in the air or whatever. So, if it looks like that, it's not going on the car. But if it comes all black, we'll throw it on. Whatever. We'll see. Well, it's not completely dry yet. I actually just ran out quick because I was excited to see how awful this turned out. But the gray seems to be going away. Right there, it's pretty bad. It really depends on the light it's in. The spots are real bad. I don't know. See if I can get an angle where the light see it. Yeah, that's just cleaning the surface. And whatever. I'll take like a wet sand to it. It'll help a little bit. This one actually turned out pretty good. Not gonna lie. It was alright. This one, But it seems that like the longer you let it sit, the more of this like milkiness goes away, which is good. I think it's just the brands reacting differently to each other. Probably that acrylic enamel, whatever is in this paint. But yeah, so I'm gonna let that sit a solid half hour or whatever before I start to mess with it. Let me make sure I have enough of that actually. Yeah, this should be enough. Break out this. We're going to need some scissors. And apparently this is all you attach them with. And I'm not drilling or anything crazy into the car. So, yeah, we'll need these. And then we can attach them here. Alright, while I wait for that to finish completely drying. They're looking a lot better now, but I'm going to wash down this. Oops. Just got some soapy water or whatever here. And then I'll rinse it good. But I'm going to go around the whole window. I'll just show you guys one side, because assuming you know how to wash a car. Might actually just pull the whole car out and wash it good, but because the whole thing does need a bath. But for starters, that's how you wash that. Make sure the window's good and clean, because we're not going to be able to clean it for a long time. And then probably just get microfiber wiped off. But yeah, it's so nice out and everything. I think I'm just going to pull the whole car out of the garage and wash it, because it needs a wash anyways. And I'm not going to want to spray water on those new panels for a couple days, so be good to go the whole thing wash. So yeah, I'm going to go do that actually. Alright, so paint's pretty not tacky as far as I can tell. And the car is dry, so we're going to start putting this on that and stick them on the car. As far as the paint job turned out, let me see if I can bring this into the light for you. I mean, it's fine. There's a lot of dots and a lot of spots that weren't clean, like I said. Knew that was going to happen. Yeah, I might take like a clear or wet sand to them. I might not. I don't know. They're going on. They're black. It's going to work. One down. One to go. I don't even know if you can use this last bit. Alrighty, so here's what it looks like with all the stuff peeled off, and we're going to stick it on. So what I'm doing to align it is to kind of set it on this bottom bit, and then shove it back until it clears the window. So if I do that on both sides, it should match up, and it kind of matches this line as best as possible. With a good press everywhere. Cool. Well, stand back, have a look at it. I think it looks a lot better, personally. Better than I thought it would. Yeah, that was good. Let's do the other side. Man, you guys missed it. I sort of dropped this face down way over here. So, line up with the bottom here, slide it back so it covers the window, and go up there. They do fit really nicely. I will give them like the way it curves at the back here. Pretty much perfect. There we go. Okay. And I got a little bit of red speckling in them. I might go in with a Sharpie and just dot all that in. But other than that, it's whatever. Sweet.